Chapter 3: How the country got rich and why it's getting poorer. So Sweden came out on top, or at least pretty well, out of World War II. So the Industrial Revolution could have a continuum throughout time here in Sweden. We had our industries intact, and we also made a lot of money during the wars. Sweden has been a high trust society. We have been trusting each other highly, and we have been trusting our government highly. We've had a high technological standard, and we've been prominent in international affairs. And going back to the humanitarian superpower after the World War II, as we call it, a lot of European nations started this union to prevent any similar wars from happening again. And of course, Sweden, by having this fortunate situation in the war, was very well equipped to endeavor in this organization. So the country as of now is getting quite a bit poorer, I would say. At least the average citizen is getting poorer, and probably is about to get even poorer in the coming times. The citizens here in Sweden, they are high in private debt. By that I mean the citizens have a lot of debt themselves. We have debt because we take very big loans to have somewhere to live. And due to taking these very big loans, the money is actually, or the currency is inflated, because by each of these loans from private banks, the amount of money existing either as a debt or as a real currency is causing other people's money to lose value over time. So here in Sweden, if you just stock up on money, it will lose value over time. So it's better to invest. So a lot of people are investing. So it's quite complex, the economical situation, I would say. We have had quite a few of banking scandals here as of late, and this is not unique for Sweden. This has happened in Europe as well. I think it's at least Deutsche Bank and Danske Bank that are involved. And here in Sweden we have Swedbank, Nordea, and a few days ago I was noticed that also SEB is probably involved in these scandals. And when talking about economics, it's good to notice that Sweden is, I think, if not top 1 to at least top 3 in being a cashless society, which means we don't use cash in the terms of physical cash, like papers, bills, and coins. And this is also quite a complex question, I would say, and it's also heavily related with the bankings and debt and such. Because, as I said, or tried to say, when we take a loan here in Sweden from a private bank, the money is actually created at the instance of the loan. So I put myself in debt for the bank to gain access to this amount of money, which then they lend out to me. So if we were to have all our cash intact, or the kind of cash system perhaps, it would not hold, because we have taken so many loans in digital currency that there is no way to actually go to an ATM, automatic teller machine, and withdraw your money from the bank, because that money does not exist in physical money. So we are rapidly removing the possibility to withdraw cash, insert cash into the bank, and pay with cash in stores. So this is also very complex, because according to the law, the stores, or wherever you want to put your money, are obliged to accept any official currency in the country. So bills and coins are currency for sure, but a lot of places nowadays don't accept it as a payment. And this is not written a lot about in the news. Perhaps the occasional article which proclaims the positive sides of being a cashless society. Perhaps the stores and markets are not as often target of robberies anymore. But instead, criminals try to steal items and perhaps clothing of value, cell phones or the like, perhaps cars or mopeds or any other technical equipment. So here in Sweden we don't accept the government-made money in a lot of our stores. Instead, we accept the bank-made digital currency. Something to think about, perhaps. And last point on economics. We have a very famous school here in Sweden. If you want to become anything within economy, you want to go to this school. And it's the Swedish School of Economics. I'm not certain about the translation. I will put it in the video for sure. And this school, they have a scholarship that's called the Female Economist of the Year. And this scholarship, or the money involved in this scholarship, has ties directly to the now deceased Epstein, whom probably did not kill himself. Alright, that was chapter 3.